Hi guys, it's the Digital Pumpkin Cat, and today we are going to be unboxing a prop that I just got this morning, Little Skelly Bones from Spirit Halloween. Now, this is one I've always wanted to get for the 2022 season, but I ended up getting thousands of other props from Spirit Halloween, Home Depot, Lowe's, all sorts of stores. The Bog Zombie was an unexpected prop. Dean I actually was planning on the Scarecrow back here was unexpected, and 1,000 props behind you. I know you guys can't see them, but there are like 1,000 Spirit Halloween props behind you that I'm staring at right now that I got for the 2022 season. So I didn't end up getting this guy, but I'm glad I got him for my 200 subscriber special. Now here's the front of the box. Little Skelly. Here's the side of the box. It has two pictures of him, one kneeling down and one of him popping up. Here's his back with his little backstory of him jumping off his swing. And of course the name, Little Skelly Bones. And here's the side, just another picture of him. So let's open this guy. Okay. I actually kind of want to see how this is packed. It is a Crazy Create prop, if you guys didn't know already. So I am expecting a lot of parts, a lot of twist ties, and a lot of screw. And a lot of broken backs. So let's go ahead and just pour his parts out. Okay. And that is all. Okay, guys. I predicted it. There is a ton of stuff in here. A ton of stuff. These are interesting. Anyway, we'll go over that soon. There's a ton of stuff in this box. So, let's try to put them together. And let's just give you an overview of all of the parts. And yeah. Okay, guys, here we go. All right, there are a lot of parts again. So I'll show you guys each one. And one of the weirdest, there's the feet, of course. But the weirdest things about Little Skelly Bones, his hand molds. Now, these aren't the weirdest things. These are actually pretty normal. I was expecting something like that, but let me just show you his feet. What is going on with his feet? They're 100% detail. They have the toenails in there. They've got those little, I don't know what you call them, creases. They've got little wrinkles on the side. It's kind of actually pretty gross. So they've got like the crease. I don't actually know what's happening there. It's good to have detail even though you can't see it, so I guess that's good. I don't really know what to think of that, but sure. I'll put the hands and feet right there. We've got his shoulder piece. We've got his clothing with his full color instructions. And his clothing actually seems to be one piece. Here, let me open it. Yeah, his clothing is one piece. Here's the instructions. Here's his clothing. His skeleton clothing. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a sandbag. Anyway, we've got a little sandbag that'll be helpful since he pops up really fast. Here are his, the foam for his feet, I guess. Little Skelly Bones. Guess this is the mechanism. Got a little piece sticking out there. And we've got a whole bunch of parts attached to that, like the base and a bunch of other stuff. And of course they're zip tied. So I'm gonna go get a scissor and cut them off. Be right back. Okay guys, I'm back with a sharp scissor. So let's let's go ahead and cut these zip ties off. Here's one. I think this is a pop-up mechanism. I think that one that I just showed you guys was for the shoulder, and that's the mechanism that makes it pop up. Here's the base, and I believe this is the shoulder piece. So I don't know what the other one is, but I guess we're about to find out. And of course, the last thing to take out is little skelly bones head. Now this is actually pretty damn big. And it's actually pretty detailed. I really like those eyes. Those look actually really creepy. I like the overall skull look. That looks really cool. If you guys do have the original little skelly bones and this one, and you guys compare them together, you can see a few differences in them, since this is obviously made by Crazy Create, and the other one, I don't know its manufacturer offhand, but it is another company. Yeah, we've got something to screw them in. So yeah, we're gonna be using zip ties and screws. Let's go ahead and put this cardboard to the side. And now, let's go ahead and start setting little skelly bones up. Okay guys, the first thing we do is the pop-up mechanism. We actually attach it to the base here. Yeah, that's what we do. We attach it to the base, I guess. So let's go ahead and figure out how to do that. Maybe it's the other side. No, it can't be the other side. I don't know, guys. I'll have to experiment and see. Maybe there's another part, so I'll be back. Okay, guys. I have got the pop-up mechanism on the base. It was actually a very simple fix. I was just not lining it up right. And the next step is to actually put his shoulder piece on. So let's go ahead and do that. So I believe A goes down to A. This is a snap lock. So I guess it works like that. Oh, Crazy Create. And it is not fitting again. Okay guys, I think something is wrong with my skeletons. Because as we checked, this is the front. You can see that little label that says front. So it is facing this way. So this should connect on like this, but it doesn't fit in. And then when you try to connect it like this, it fits perfectly. So I don't know what's happening there. I'll do a couple of experiments to see what's going on. Okay guys, we are back again, and after a long time, it is actually the next day. As you can see, I actually fixed this problem last night, but I needed to get to bed because I had a lot of stuff to do, and it is right in the morning now. And I got the piece on, just needed to turn it a little to that snap lock that I didn't see there with the hole because I turned it the wrong way. And I don't think I'm gonna put you guys on that anymore. It's just easier to see up front, so I'm gonna do it like this from now on. So let's get into the next step. And now for Skelly Bones' weird hand molds that we will be inserting right in this little hole here. Push it down like that. And there you go. Now, if you guys are wondering why it's not like covering his face, these are posable, as you can see. So I will pose them into place when the time comes. And we do the same for the other side. Right here, push that down. And little Skelly Bones has got his hands on. So now let's take a look at the next step. And it looks like we have to zip tie his arms on. So of course, when he pops up, that really fast pop-up motion, it's not gonna come flying off and hit a kid on the head. Okay guys, I posed his arms. So he's kind of like covering his face there, as you can see in the box. So we are gonna be using these 2 zip ties to zip tie them in. They actually give you 6, which is really nice because then you can use them for other years and not have to go out to buy more zip ties. So let's do that right now. That's 1, and that is 2. Okay, sorry guys, I was actually doing something wrong with the instructions. Good thing I checked because we are supposed to zip tie the legs on the pole. Since this is the front, I guess it goes like that. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, that's 1, looking good. And that's 2. Crazy great. And now, to put the shoulder piece on, so you just line those little creases up with the creases from the inside. Make sure no zip ties get in the way. And just push down on it, I guess. Okay, assuming that's on correctly. Alright guys, now for his clothing, which I have a feeling is going to be really hard because of the shape we're getting here, but usually clothing is like the easiest part on these things. Not with little skelly bones, because I guess it's all just one like jumpsuit pajama thing, so we have to just slip it over this thing. Okay guys, I pulled on the clothing on the hands and the body, but then I figured out that we have to put the feet mold in there while sliding it in, so it's gonna be tricky. So crazy great. I'm gonna be doing this thing. And there's the second one, and here's the wire going to the sensor, if any of you are wondering what that is. And now we just put the foam through his legs there to give it that extra shape. So we just take these, just go ahead and slide it through that hole. Okay guys, we are almost done with him. But before we wire him up and watch him explode, we just need to put the head on first. And I need to go get some screwdrivers and screws so I could screw the head in. So let's just put the hood over. So it's showing that. And let's take Skelly Bone's head. Really good face mold. Pretty creepy if I'm being honest. Connect that part to that. Okay, let me try doing this with one hand. Okay, there you go. And then now that his head is in, you can pose like the arms the way you want them. Obviously, he is not in his crouching position. His mechanism is still kind of up. That's why the knees aren't bending that much. And if you're wondering why it looks all weird like that, it's just because this isn't Velcroed in. I'm gonna just wire him all up now, and then I'll screw the head in, and then we'll do demo. So yeah, let's go ahead and do those things, starting with putting the hood on. I want to actually see how this looks with the hood, because I kind of like him without. Maybe I'll just do that. I don't know. I was kind of loving him more with not the hood. But I guess I have to put the hood on. Why, you may ask? Because the whole illusion of this prop is, I guess it's like a kneeling trick-or-treater trying to play peekaboo. And then when he pops up and it reveals his face, it's supposed to be that skull. It's partly why I bought him, because of the big reveal. So I guess I'll keep the hood on for now so it won't give him away. So now I have to wire him up. Okay, sorry guys, we actually have a couple more stuff to do, including connecting the metal gem. I Okay, sorry guys, we actually have a bunch of other stuff to do. Not a bunch, we only have 2 until we wire this thing up. But we just need to connect the metal chain through here. Don't know if it matters which way it is. See if I can do this one-handed. No, I can't, so I'll just do this off camera. There we go. And our next part is actually attaching the mechanism to the bottom here. So let's go ahead and do that. We've got all the wires to wire him up with. Okay, we just put that in like that. There's a little thing right here. We just attach this part to there and just slide it in. Now let's wire this guy up. So since these two are the same color, I believe they go together. Plug the adapter into there. There we go. Okay, I believe that sensor piece goes there. And of course, our last 2 wires go together. Just like that, and he is all wired up. So now, the only thing we have to do is just screw the head in, which might just be the hardest part of this thing. That's one. That was kind of hard doing it one-handed, but ladies and gentlemen, we have 1 more screw until we cover this guy up with clothing and do a demo. And that's 2. So let's get him all set up now. All right, he is all ready. Let's just mess with this stuff. So volume control, I'll just turn that up, and then I'll turn it to sensor. All right, guys, he is all ready for a demo. So let's go ahead and do that right now. How this is gonna work, I am gonna do the demo, like in a few seconds from now. And then we are gonna cut to the part where I just give my opinions, thoughts on him, and we'll end with a giant thank you for 200 subscribers. Oh, gotta fix that. So let's go ahead and do the demo. Here we go.
2, ready or not, here I come. Da 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 da. Pray for the dead, and the dead will pray for you. You can pray for the dead, but the dead will prey on you.
Okay, guys, that was Little Skelly Bones, the 2023 Spirit Halloween model. And now, obviously, I'm going to just give my opinions and personal thoughts on him. And again, we'll end with a big thank you for 200 subscribers. Okay, my thoughts on this guy. First of all, I really love his main highlight, the pop-up mechanism. That thing is so freaking fast, as you saw in the video. And in my haunt, it'll catch so many people. So I'm really gonna love that. What was I gonna say? I also really do love the face. Like, so I'm like, here's my head, okay? I'm walking through the haunted house. I'm kind of looking down at this little kid dressed up in a Halloween costume. And then he just pops up with his skeleton face. So that's going to be really cool and a really good surprise. So I'm going to love that right there. His clothing is really cool. I like the little jumpsuit. Again, his face is really cool. His pop-up mechanism, the main part, is really good. Even though his setup is as crazy as hell, I do really recommend this prop, and I do really like him, and I think the setup was worth it. And if you ever end up buying this guy after this video, you're going to want to call Dr. Zombie to come set him up, because you don't want to break your back doing that. Okay, so I know a lot of people are biased about the price here. $170. Some people are saying, oh, that's pretty good. Some people are saying it's terrible. $170, I think, is a fair... Well, no, not fair. Hanging on the edge of... It's between fair and pretty damn expensive. It's between fair and a little expensive. Let's say that. For my budget, I guess. I mean, I used a coupon on this guy, which bring him down to $135, which is a really good price. I recommend you do the same if you ever get him. So I really like this guy. Again, I recommend him. He is just a great prop. I love him much more than the original, even though I really love the original. My top two favorite swinging props were Swinging Chuckles and Little Skelly Bones. I own Swinging Chuckles, actually. I never got to own the original Little Skelly Bones, but I'm glad I have this one. And so, yeah, those were my thoughts. Really great prop. Don't really have any flaws with him overall. He's just really great. Okay, let me just tell you this before we get to the big thank you for 200 subscribers. People are like, $170 is a bad price. Well, of course I used a coupon, but $170 is a bad price. A lot of haunters think that. The way I see it, this isn't one of those really small props that don't make sense. Grave Watcher. But it does make sense because it's like a crouching kid. It's life size. I mean, it's a kid. A kid is literally that small. It's like a skeletal kid, right? That's what it's supposed to be. So, for a life-size prop, I think that's a pretty good price. Okay, those are my thoughts on him. Thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. Can't believe I already got to there in like less than 2 months. Well, 2 months by now, but so thank you guys so much for that. Thanks for supporting this channel, the Digital Pumpkin Cat, and there will be more unboxings, more demos, more store tours, more haunts. So stay tuned for that. So thank you guys for watching. It's the Digital Pumpkin Cat. Like and subscribe. And again, whoever did, thank you for supporting the Digital Pumpkin Cat. Goodbye, guys.